That was a heartwarming story and very courageous of you to share that with us. So I want to ask you a few questions.
All right.
And I think these are probably questions that you get from everybody along the way. The first question is that the why found you rather than you finding your why. Could you take that apart for a little bit? Because I'm sure that we could learn from that.
Yeah, absolutely. I've been in sales since I was 19. I'm 46. And, you always hear about finding your why. I thought I knew my why, but I learned my why because cancer showed me my why. And my why was, I got to be present in the moment. I got to cherish everything that's in front of me. I want to encourage y'all to be present when someone's talking to you. Now that we're going through this journey, my new why is I want to share with people the things that I've learned while going through cancer. They use big words when you're at the hospital. And I thought, if I live from this, I want to share with others. So my new why is sharing this story. I thought my why was build an agency, become successful, and, pass it on to my kids, which, that can be part of the why. But now it's bigger than that, Sitting here with you, is amazing, And you don't need to have cancer to find your why. Take a personal assessment today of where you're at. Look around, Stop chasing the dollar bill. Dollars will follow activity. And National Life has been there with me all step of the way. And y'all are, your company why is what's kept me here. And now I've finally found my why, Hope that was a long answer. But
no answer of yours on this subject is too long, Richard. May was Mental Health Awareness Month. And you are obviously an upbeat, positive guy. You were facing the physical healing and the physical challenges. Share with us how you coped from a mental perspective, staying mentally healthy with yourself, with your family, and with your business.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, this is how I am. I've always been this way. And I had people tell me when I got diagnosed with cancer, like, Richard, if there's anyone in the world that can beat it, it'll be you. Well, I didn't believe him because of my mom. But I've had, and I still have, a lot of dark thoughts that come through my head, and they pop out of nowhere. And I'll just tell you what they are, suicidal thoughts. We live on a river. The Lord blessed us with that. And there's times thought came in my head, just go walk into the river and disappear. You don't have to have your family go through this. And when I was told I was stage 4, it was terrible. So the thing that I wanted to say earlier was you don't want to go on an island when you're sick or if you're going through anything. And I called one of my buddies, Sergeant Major Lewis, retired from the Marines in 17, good buddy of mine. I was having a real bad day, and he said, positive vibes, bro. Positive vibes. I immediately went on Amazon, and I bought every wall decal you can think of. Just do it. No excuses. Mindset is everything. Limitless. I put them everywhere I am. In the gym. In the bathroom, because with colorectal cancer, you're going to the bathroom a lot. Right in front of the toilet. Right above the header in the bedroom. And I thought if I'm alive long enough that I got to peel them off the wall and repaint, then that's a good thing. And, that guy, he was there for me in the parking lot when I met the oncologist. And he told me about the Marines at Walter Reed. And what's cool about our stories, there's anyone in here ever known anyone to have cancer? Raise your hand. Hold them up high. Look at that. It affects everybody. There's enough stories around you that when you're going through tough time, everything's based off comparison, So being in that chemo room and seeing people fight for their lives, and I thought, well, I can still fight. They're doing it. That's helps with the mindset. And, maybe just sometimes asking someone how they're really doing is key. I hope that.
Because there are a lot of people out there that may not be talking about it who are on their island, right?
Absolutely. I just met someone here today. His mother is talking about committing suicide. And he asked me, what can I tell her? And I want to just tell her you love her. Don't stop. Even when she stops talking about it, keep talking to her. It's kind of like going to a funeral. Y'all ever been to a funeral before? You ever seen how many people show up? Then the people got to return home that lost a loved one. No one's visiting them. You got to stay on people. Be their friend. You got to be present because you one day may not be present. They may not be present. It's the same thing with people going on remission. A lot of people give you, hey, man, you beat it, and never call you again. And that's okay. I only tell you about my symptoms, not for charity or feel bad for me, because I speak for those that may not be able to speak, may not be willing to speak about it, because with cancer, it's kind of a stigma, because you could be considered weak. This is Men's Health Awareness Month, just so you know, international. And men, you need to go get checked. Women, you need to hit your man, tell him to go get checked. But all of you need to get checked, And the mental health, it's real. It's real. I don't want these thoughts to pop in anyone else's heads, but I pray a lot and I talk about it.
You've been speaking quite a bit. Richard joined the National Life Home Office kickoff that first week in January. You had your own kickoff. You spoke to some of the agencies. Can you share with us, when you get rushed with people after you speak, some of the comments that you hear from those who heard your story? Absolutely.
And hey, I got to thank all of y'all that have come up and said hi. Hey, you saw me in Austin. You heard me at the home office. A lot of you are getting scanned. So what I'm hearing is people are getting scanned. People are getting screened. People signed up after hearing me. I had some ladies come up and say, I'm going to share with my husband, my boyfriend, your story. And I'm like, well, don't forget about yourself. Like on the airplane, put the oxygen mask on, get yourself checked, Stop pooping in those boxes and let them take a look, Come on, that was supposed to be funny, y'all. But
when you talk about poop, we don't know whether we should laugh or not. I don't know.
It's the number 2 killer, y'all. Listen, you got to embrace it. It's, when I got diagnosed stage 4 colorectal, I got put into a unique group, 17% survivability. Let me tell you what that means. 100 people diagnosed today, 5 years from now, 17 of them are left. I want to help grow that number through our foundation. I want to help grow it through all of y'all, that you go out and you share the story, early screening, early detection. And that's what I'm sharing with people as they meet me. And then I've had people tell me they've lost loved ones, and they're so glad that someone is speaking, because it gives them hope that not everybody has to have that death sentence. And, we're getting people to tell people stories, too. And a lot of people have asked me to speak at their agency or speak to somebody, and that's why we put on the QR code. I'm happy to do it. I'm trying to figure out how to do it,
You're already doing it. What are you talking about?
Hey, just do it, right?
So, before all of this happened, you were a champion of our living benefits. Now that you're a recipient of the living benefits, if you think about the products that people have access to sell, the stories they tell to help people realize that they need something that they may not have, the old insurance versus the new insurance, any words of wisdom that people may think they know but don't know fully that you'd like to share with them now that you're a recipient of those living benefits?
Oh, absolutely. Perfect. First of all, it works. Write that down. It's a win-win, right? You buy a policy, you hope to pay on death, but if you get sick, it's there. They put the money in the bank. Tell stories. That's what works. Draw out some buckets on a piece of paper and say, hey, with the activation of this policy, you're getting a death benefit. You're getting something for heart attack, cancer, stroke. With one payment, you're turning on all these buckets of money. I hope you never have to use them. But stories tell. Ask them, have you ever known anyone to have cancer or heart attack? Then shut up. Let them tell the story and then say, what if that was to happen to you? What plan have you put in place? This plan right here could be the difference maker. Guys, ladies, you can help change the personal economy for someone by infusing dollars into their house when they need it the most. Those brochures are great and all. National Life does a great job. They go through compliance. Those attorneys don't sell insurance. Dumb it down for people. If you got to use pop-up pictures and puppets, yeah, Mayron liked it. Tell my story. There's other stories, stories tell, and just say, listen, how would this affect you if you got sick and couldn't go to work, Lewis? What do you have in place to pay your bills? Imagine I laid on the couch for 100 days and couldn't sleep in my own bed. It was everything for me just to try to do a conference call with the agents, and they all asked, how are you doing? And I had to fake it till you make it. Guys, ladies, not everyone has the privilege that we have to go out and sell a policy and make $500, $1,000 like that. They're just working, trading time for dollars, paycheck to paycheck. So there's how you do it, or that's how I do it. And we do a seminar model, and we've taught all of our agents to tell people this, because I know y'all deal with retirement. Number one thing you should do prior to retirement is go get a physical. Go get a screening. But hey, if you're listening to me right now, don't wait till retirement to get a physical. You may need to do it now, because I know of someone right now that was just diagnosed with colon cancer at the age of 30, you know? I've learned a lot of things through this journey, and I'm so grateful that y'all continue to allow me to speak, because I'm able to share with you the stuff that's currently going on with me. I got a guy named Carlos right now, United States Navy, 45 years old, in Orlando. I hope he sees this. You're going to do it, Carlos. Stage 4 lung cancer, 3 little children and a wife. He was referred to me to give him some hope. And I tell him about all the survivors that I've met. That's the only thing I can tell him. Just let him know, because not everybody has a positive outcome, but he needs to know that people beat this stuff. And, oh yeah, we were talking about living benefits. The cool thing about it is a benefit is, you know, hey, if you never make a claim on this, one day you're going to check out and your family's going to benefit from it. That's another living benefit. So,
Well, you're an inspiration to all of us. I have one final question.
all right,
Actually, it's a favor, if you don't mind.
okay.
Would it be okay if Raina and Rayleigh joined you on stage?
What do y'all think? Yeah, all right.
Come on up.
So yeah, this is my wife who supported me through the whole journey. I have 2 boys, one in the Navy in Naples, Italy, and one that's working at the office. And this is my little girl, Rayleigh. And thank you. She asked if she could have a picture up here. And I said, well, we got to talk to the boss. And so thank you. So which camera do we look at?
We're getting it right there.
All right, Rayleigh. Want to do a thumbs up? Raina?
Now, Rayleigh, hold on.
Oh,
Wait,
Rayleigh.
you're going too fast. So I don't know if you remember, but Richard and the Reyes family were the Do-Good Award winners just a few years ago. And that was Rayleigh's debut moment on the stage. Do you remember that? So now you've got some experience under your belt, so we're going to look forward to seeing you again. But thank you. We're very proud of your dad and of your family. So Richard, thank you. Let's give it up one more time for Richard's courageous story.
Thank you, thank you. Hey, I got one more thing here. Boom, ribbon.
Thank you, sir. It's an amazing, amazing story. And we're very fortunate that we have the courage from one of our own to get up on stage and to share it with us.